How's your time in Nova Scotia?
Haven't really done much. So
Didn't do much. Your schedule quite busy.
yeah, we get here, it's preparation for the show, so not a whole lot of sightseeing time. I know that some of the other guys in the band went to the local brewery here.
Okay, yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
And they had a good time, I take it.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard the reviews yet.
Yeah. Rock band, Guitar Hero. Without it, would you guys accomplish big?
Us?
You think they helped you a lot? To grab mostly the younger age also?
Not as much as some.
Yeah.
You take a band like Dragon Force, for example.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You know, Guitar Hero put them on the map. Does it help bring an awareness to the younger generation, of an awareness of rock music? Without a doubt, without question. We're hugely in support of the video game. So, you know, it would be short-sighted to not really be welcoming of any potential new media that you can utilize to spread the message and the love of rock music with real instrumentation and real instruments. And that's the way it should be, the organic way. And so, you know, we're very, very much in support of it. Did it have much of an effect for Disturbed, per se? Our fan base existed prior to the existence of Rock Band and Guitar Hero. So did it maybe introduce to some new people? I hope so.
Like Canadians and, you know, some other countries.
Could be. I hope that it continues to do that.
I'm sure it does. And you guys made an album, 10,000 Fist.
Mm-hmm.
On that album cover, am I really seeing Tony Iommi in the background? Have you been asked that?
A lot of people think he looks like Tony. There's another guy that thinks that there's somebody that looks like Zakk Wylde on the cover.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. It was all Todd McFarlane's, you know, vision. So, you know, the characters and their detail was really up to him. I don't know that he was specifically going for any sort of iconic rock images, but there definitely is a certain similarity to the image, no question about it.
Bands that came on tour with you, All That Remains and Skindred, and now Art of Dying, are they, you know, bringing fan base also for Disturbed also? You know, like a extra?
I don't know how much.
Because All That Remains right now is starting to
do
rise.
Something. Yeah. Well, we've been keeping an eye on them for a while, which is why they actually ended up making the main support spot on this tour. I think that it works more in the reverse than it does in terms of them bringing more to the table. I think until they get past a certain level, truth be told, because you're really talking about the same demographic.
Right.
You know, let's say that in any given market you got 5,000 kids that are coming to the show. Okay. Would those 5,000 have attended whether those bands were on the bill or not? Yeah, they probably would. So they're really benefiting more than we are from that perspective. But does their being a part of the bill make it more compelling for those 5,000 to come out? Without question. They're all amazing bands. How much do they actually add to the draw? I don't know that them as individuals add to the draw specifically, but they definitely add to the total value of the package and of the night.
Mm-hmm. Going through your vocal abilities, when did you discover you had that uniqueness, like that thing that no one else does? Because, I mean, you have a very distinctive voice. Original, very original.
Thank you. It really developed over the course of time. It developed with Disturbed, and the bands that I had sang in prior to Disturbed, I was not affected as much rhythmically. The edgier aspect of my vocals had not yet been harnessed because the music didn't call for it in the prior incarnations of things that I had been a part of. So, you know, I really owe the development of my style as well as the guys owe the development of their style to each other. We really grew from each other.
Any solo project in the future?
No, there's really no time.
You're gonna stay in the metal scene?
Yeah, that's my passion. That's my love. I don't really find a whole lot of other styles as satisfying for what I want to express. I think that the darkness and the aggression that's inherent in what we do is necessary to what I write. And I'm not ruling anything out, in the far future, but for the time being, Disturbed is our entire world.
Right.
And then there's really very little time for anything else.
Disturbed is growing very big. How big do you find yourself in 5 years from now? Are you going to be Metallica established?
One can only hope. I think it might take more than 5 years.
Well, you never know.
From your mouth to God's ears, my friend. May it be so.
Because I've seen you guys since Guitar Hero 2 or 3, and just seeing how it picked up with kids. Kids are getting older, you see. And now kids are starting to go to your shows. And
hopefully. That would certainly be our hope. It's a very grandiose hope,
but eventually it shall be achieved.
Like I said, from your mouth to God's ears, brother. May it be so. That's our intention. Our intention is to continue to grow. Our intention is to solidify our place in rock history. Our intention is to achieve a certain level of immortality.
Which you already achieved.
Thank you.
In a way, right?
Thank you. Well, maybe not.
The stamp has already been placed.
It has, but perhaps not deeply enough.
That is a good point.
I think we have quite a ways yet to go.
Everybody works on becoming better and greater. Internet.
Yes.
Would you say Internet has helped you on sales, CD sales and stuff?
Well,
you got the whole BitTorrent download and stuff, but also if somebody downloads one single, do they buy the album?
sometimes no. The internet has helped overall for every band,
right?
For every musician on this planet, the internet has helped. For every label, it's been the demise, because unfortunately, the industry fought the new technology. The industry sought to demonize the consumer, slap lawsuits against them, instead of embracing the new media, instead of negotiating deals with each individual ISP. 70 million people subscribe to ISPs, right, to get their internet service.
Correct.
It's very early on, 10 years ago, all right, 15 years ago, when MP3s were just a blink in the eye. If we had negotiated deals with the ISPs and made it so that if you were, as a subscriber to internet service, if you knew that for $5 a month, you could have unlimited file sharing. No strings attached, no taboos, nobody slapping you on the wrist, extra incentives, early releases, new music, new media, artwork, interviews. Wouldn't you do it? Isn't it worth $5 a month? Imagine 70 million times $5 a month. That's a lot of revenue that everybody's missing out on, including the industry.
Right.
You then go ahead and take the software that's already in existence that monitors internet downloads. A company called Big Champagne puts out the software for it. And then you disperse those proceeds the same way that publishing is dispersed. So, has the internet affected our ability to be successful bands? Only within the framework of the existing industry. Only within their propensity to hold on to an antiquated product and a retail infrastructure which is dying and filing for bankruptcy left and right. You can't fight the future. The cassette killed the 8-track, the CD killed the cassette, and the MP3 is destroying the CD. That's the reality of it. I was hoping that the industry would have been forward-thinking enough to come up with the next wave